ranking No Copyright Sounds Reloaded album. So, you already know how this goes. Oh, I forgot I had this muted, bro. What happened to that lead in the drop? It just sounds terrible. And the drop and the vocals don't do much to it. It's just so annoying. Combine that and you get something that is almost close to awful. 23 out of 100. This is bad. And why did No Copyright Sounds accept this? This needs a better lead than it does. This literally just sounds exactly like the original, except that it's just a vocal edit. Sarah Skinner doesn't really do much to complement this stuff. Original is better, and I did not need to hear a copycat of it. I'll give this a 51 out of 100. Pretty decent vocals. But the drop needs to be changed a bit more for me to enjoy it. Alright, so next. The rest of this album is pretty good. The only two Wide Awake song titled Something More only being a mess, and the one that Lost Sky made, a sequel to one of his songs, is pretty. It's just average. But this, I'll give this a 70 out of 100. The style of drum and bass that Fiend was going for was very good. Heather Summer's vocals are pretty good here. I just haven't been very much of a fan of drum and bass for some reason. Alright, next we have the. Alright. I think my neighbors are just going insane. Anyways. I put this higher because. Alright, this is one of the songs that I pretty much like the drop a lot more. I mean, the vocals kind of complement it, though. Pretty good vocal performance from Evoke. Pretty good production for Exod. Overall, 74 out of 100. This album is way better than the Elevated one. The Elevate one is not good anymore. I think the best one on the album is probably 85 out of 100 now, because Diamond Eyes one kind of grew off of me. All right. So All right, this duo on Monster Cat is the biggest hit or miss. But them on No Copyright Sounds, they're okay now, because I don't really like their songs that much. I mean, they made a song on Monster Cat called "Numb," and it was pretty good. I mean, the only reason why I can't enjoy it is because like Katie's performance is not that good sometimes. They just sound like sound like they're getting recorded on an old mic, which is what I don't like. And sometimes the production is bland. But this sounds like an average Trap Nation song, which isn't a bad thing, because I like Trap Nation. I'll give this a 76 out of 100. Katie's vocal performance is actually good this time. Alright, so next we have... This is just your average JPB track with pretty much the most average future bass that you could hear on a song. And the reason why this is higher is because JPB's style is pretty good, and the vocals from this vocalist that I don't know how to say her name, and I'm not even gonna try to do it. Alright, this is just it's a short and simple song that is only 2 minutes and 26 seconds. I'll definitely give this an 80 out of 100. Next, we have... let's check out Darker. This is... I'm not sure if this would beat Rubik's, or probably in Trophy. Basically, in Trophy they had a different artist. But also this artist was there. But this... The vocal chops are very nice touch. The drop is your average Distrin and Electrolyte collab. But except it's Future Bounce instead. Not yellow, No Copyright Sounds. It's not yellow. Okay. This isn't Bass House, okay? So this... I'll give this an 87 out of 100. So next we have... Alright, this is by far the best, probably the only hardstyle song in 2018 that I've heard. It's not Electronemy's best, nor his worst. And the way that he did it, the hardstyle, he absolutely did it very well. I'll give this a 90 out of 100. His probably might be better than some of his house songs that he's made on the label. Do you think he should experiment dubstep? I would want that. Anyways, next we have this song by I'm just gonna put this here. Alright, so this is this is a almost perfect song by Unknown Brain. And I don't know why it's almost perfect, but the vocals, the male vocalist sounds a bit better, but the female vocalist does its job as well. Both vocalists do a very good job. Unknown Brain's production carries it, obviously. And I got nothing else to say. 92 out of 100. Woo! Next, we have. I think we did all of these up here except for that Return to the Wild by Tobu. Next, we have. Alright. This is the production is very good. The vocals from Diamond Eyes are always the best here. So Diamond Eyes, please return. It's gonna be almost 2 years since you've been on the label. You should probably cover more of your stories and stuff because we like to hear your stories throughout the songs. Anyways, I'll give this a 95 out of 100. Next. Why is this hated? This is so good. Jim Yosef's production that he did was very good. Valentina's vocals carry this. God, I hate the Community. How it's turned from that. The production, it has such a dreamy atmosphere that it got. That lead that it has is so good. Oh my god. 98 out of 100. Please return. Valentina, your vocals are so good. You're probably the best female vocalist to ever exist on the label. And you can't tell me otherwise. No copyright sounds. Community. God, I hate this Community. Alright. Oh my god, I was about to copy paste everything. No. There we go. Alright, so this. The uncredited vocalist does its job, and Tobu's production fits well with it. I'll give it the same score as I did with the other one. So it's 98 out of 100. So album is pretty good. So next, the dope. Let's see if I forgot anything. So, all right, these two. This sounds like a ringtone. I could use this for my ringtone. Or probably that Stephen Walking song on Monster Can. Alright, so I'll give this a 99 out of 100. The vocals pretty much complement everything. Whoa. The best is here. One half of whatever, they are a pretty. It's a pretty good artist. He's a pretty good artist on his own as well. Even as a duo, they could pretty much work well. Because I love this artist. I'll give this a 99.5 out of 100. Overall, very good album. Would definitely return. Way better than the Elevate one. That was the one that was released in May 2019. This album was released in 2018 of December. Easily one of the better albums on the label.